Okay, welcome. This is James Possible, and in this video I'm going to talk about Karatbit. Now, Karatbit is the exchange, the Karatbars exchange, where you can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, the US dollar, and KBC, and also Unival. And what Unival is the digital version of gold within that exchange. So I am going to talk about specifically in this video how people, more often than not, are losing money. And, you know, the market really doesn't care, right? You really have to be responsible. It's your money. So you really have to know what you're doing, otherwise you're going to lose money. And there are videos out there that are unclear, that don't explain things fully, and they do put you and your money at risk. So I'm saying right here, don't sell. Well, and I'll explain more about that here in just a moment. So how does it happen, right? How does it work? And that's what I'm going to break down in this video. Now, there's quite a bit of information that we have to work through. So let me just jump in and see what we can figure out. First of all, Cashgold. What is it? Cashgold is a physical form of gold, and it's basically paper money. Now, the beauty of it is within that money, there is a gold ingot. Now, there's a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 6 that you can acquire. And so 1 is 1/10, 2 is 2/10 of a gram, 4 is 4/10 of a gram, 6 is 6/10 of a gram. So you have those denominations available in Cashgold. When you get higher than Cashgold, then you move into the cards, the Cashgold cards, which hold gold ingots that are 1 gram in size. Okay? But right now we're just talking about the paper money, the Cashgold, and this money is laminated. It has many security features built into it, and what it does is it facilitates. It makes it, in other words, it makes it easy for you to handle 1/10 of a gram of gold, because without it being embedded in this paper money, it's 1/10 a gram of gold is so thin, it's almost like foil, and so it'd be really difficult to manage otherwise. So having it like this allows you to, so you can easily exchange, like between somebody else, you could literally use it like you do paper money, as long as both parties know the value of what's being traded, right? So you could literally purchase things with this Cashgold like you would money, so long as both parties understood what was being, what was going on. All you would be doing is using gold as your medium of purchase, right? Instead of your native cash currency. For me, I'm in the U.S., so that would be the dollar, the U.S. dollar. Every country has their own native currency. Okay, so since today we live in a digital world, thanks to Bitcoin and the introduction of the blockchain, the digital coin, cryptocurrency, is everywhere, right? So we have Bitcoin, and right along with Bitcoin, we have almost 3,000 different cryptocurrencies that are tradable, and all of those are digital forms of currency. Now, since Karatbars is a gold company, a gold-backed company, they had to figure out a way to allow their members to transact in gold. So what they did was they created the Unival. Now, this is the digital equivalent of gold within Karatbars. So understand that. So we have Cashgold and we have the Unival. Cashgold is the physical gold. Unival is the digital gold. So how do they compare, right? How do the two compare? Cashgold, as I shared, comes in increments of 1/10 of a gram. However, there are different denominations, right? You could have a 1/10 of a gram, 2/10 of a gram, 4/10 of a gram, and 6/10 of a gram piece of Cashgold. And the Unival is really just, simple, right? 1 Unival is 1/10 of a gram. So if we have a 1/10 of a gram of Cashgold, then it's going to be equal to 1 Unival, and vice versa, right? That's the design in this ecosystem. But what does that mean? Ideally, those two would have an equal value because they are supposed to represent the same thing. That's why it was created. However, and this is why I made this video, this has not been true, I think, since the beginning, since the opening of the Karatbit exchange. And it's really, really unfortunate because if somebody is going through this process that I'm about to share, more often than not, they are probably going to be losing money. Now, there are ways that you can keep from losing money doing this, but I'm going to keep it really simple and just talk about cash for cash, cash value for cash value. And I'm going to keep it really simple. This is going to have enough detail in this video that really to go much further would just make it incredibly long, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so grab some popcorn, grab a pen, piece of paper, and let's get busy. Now, I logged into Karatbit. This is my Karatbit account, and in Univals, I currently have 716 Unival. Now, I'm going to go into my Karatbars account. In my Karatbars account, I'm going to go to my KaratPay wallet. What is my KaratPay wallet? Well, my KaratPay wallet, that is my gold wallet. So your KaratPay wallet as a Karatbars member is where you hold all of your gold, your physical gold, your real gold, right? Your tangible gold. And at this point, for this example, I have 1.86 grams of gold, so almost 2 grams of gold in my KaratPay wallet. Next, we're going to go back to my Karatbit account, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the deposit button. Now, this is essentially how you transfer Cashgold into your Karatbit Unival wallet. Now, I'm going to select 1 Unival, and then it's going to prompt me. I'm going to get this little pop-up window that says KaratPay, and so I have to log in. So from the Karatbit side, I have to actually log into my KaratPay wallet so I can transfer 1 Unival in this case, or 1/10 of a gram, right? So remember, I started off with 700. My current balance in Univals is 716. Now I complete the transfer, and you can see that my Unival is now up to 715. We compare the two, and you can see that there's actually 717 and change, 716 and change, and you can see that the change is actually a little bit less. Well, that's part of the transaction fee. So there is a nominal charge for transactions when you're moving any currency from one area to another area in an exchange, and that's just the nature of the beast. Rarely is that cost too much to make it worth the transferring or the exchanging of different assets. Yet it is important that you are aware of what your fee is, because right now we're in Karatbit. Now, if you're dealing with another exchange, the fees vary widely in the many different exchanges. They'll charge you up front for putting money into the account. They won't charge you anything until you withdraw. Then some will charge you a little bit both ways. So you just really have to know what your fee structure is for whatever exchange you are transacting in. In this case, we're talking about Karatbit. Okay. Now I come back to my Karatbars, log into my KaratPay wallet, and you can see that instead of 0.186 grams of gold, I now have 0.086 grams of gold. So a little under 1 gram of gold. So I did, in fact, transfer 1 gram of gold, 1 gram of physical gold into my Unival wallet. So what's the value of Cashgold? And remember, I told you at the beginning, this is what we're going to really break down, the cash value of each of these products, so you these assets, so you actually understand what's going on. Well, let's find out what the value of Cashgold is. And to do that, we have to log into our Karatbars account. From there, we go to Product Purchase. From there, we select Cashgold. And next, we will see 1/10 of a gram of gold, Cashgold, is currently priced at 5.2 euros. Okay, that's at the time of me making these screenshots. So 5.2 euros. Now, we need to convert the euro to US dollars. And the reason is because the Unival and Karatbit, we're going to be looking at it compared, it's quoted in US dollars. So we want to be able to compare apples and apples, not apples and oranges, right? If we tried to compare euro to US, it just wouldn't make sense. So we want to convert everything to US dollars so we know for sure what kind of value we're looking at for Cashgold and Unival, so we can make an educated decision in this transaction. Current price for 1 Cashgold, as I showed you, is 5.2 euros. Now, we're going to convert that to US dollars, as I discussed. And I just explained why that's important. First thing I want to do is I'm going to open up Google. I'm going to go into Google, and I'm going to search the term euro space to space dollar. And then that's going to give me, if you look to the bottom right, you'll see it's $1.09 US dollars. So 1 euro is equal to $1.09 US dollars. What does that mean? That means for every 1 euro, I can get $1.09 in US dollars. So ultimately, in this particular example, the euro is more valuable than the dollar. Now that's just a little side note, but that's really not what we're going after here. So we have so every euro is worth $1.09 US dollars. Okay. Now, so what is the value of 1 Cashgold in US dollars? 1 Cashgold equals 5.2 euro. 5.2 euro times 1.09 US dollars equals 5.668 US dollars, or $5.66. I'm rounding down, okay? So we went from 1 euro equaling $1.09 in US dollars, 1 Cashgold equaling 5.2 euros, and we took the 5.2 euros and we multiplied it by 1.09 US dollars, and that gave us a total value of, in US dollars, of $5.66. So now we know the value of 1 Cashgold. When I say 1 Cashgold, I'm talking about 1/10 of a gram of gold. It's $5.66. So next, the Unival, right? What's the value of the Unival? And that's what we have to figure out. Now, it says here that I have to log into Karatbit. Really, you don't have to log into your Karatbit account to figure out the value of the Unival. However, if you're going to complete this transaction, you will want to log into your Karatbit account. First thing you're going to do, once you get to Karatbit.com, you're going to click on Markets, and that's going to open a page like this. And then what you're going to look for is UNV/USD. So that's the Unival versus the US dollar. So the Unival is the base pair, the US dollar is the quoted pair. So the Unival is being compared to the US dollar. So let's look down our list, the symbol list, and you can see it's down towards the bottom are the Unival. So we're looking for UNV, USD. And there it is. Down towards the bottom you'll find all the UNV because it's sorted alphabetically. Well, maybe it's not. I thought it was. No, I guess it's not. The Unival just happens to be down at the bottom. So Unival USD at this point in time is worth, one Unival is quoted at $2 USD. So what does that mean? That means for every 2 US dollars, you receive 1 Unival, or 1 Unival is equal to $2. So let's go back to the Cashgold and let's break it down. Remember at the beginning, what did I say? The Unival was created to be a digital equivalent of gold. So in a sense, the two should be relatively equal in value, Cashgold and the Unival. However, in this example, they are not. And again, since the inception of the Karatbit exchange, this disparity, this price difference has existed, and it's a costly price difference if you do not understand it. So again, 1 Cashgold should be equal to 1 Unival, not only in quantity but also in value, right? So if 1 Cashgold at this point in time is worth $5.66, you would expect that the Unival, 1 Unival, would be relatively close in price to the $5.66. Understanding that the market's going to fluctuate, you still want to be relatively close, right? And at this moment, they're not even close to being equal. 1 Cashgold, $5.66. 1 Unival, $2. $5.66 minus $2 equals $3.66. What does that mean? That means, in this example, every time you transfer 1/10 of a gram of Cashgold into your Unival account, you are losing your cash value. You are losing immediately is $3.66. So what does that break down to? Let's take a look here. Okay, so we have, you're losing $3.66. I'm going to divide that by, you are basically losing 64%, 64.7% on your money. So you went in the Karat bars, you bought your Cashgold, and then now you wanted to do something in Karatbit, and so you transferred your gold, your Cashgold, physical gold, over to Karatbit and put it into a digital form called Unival. And because of the price difference, you're immediately losing 64% of your money. Does that sound like a great way to do business? It's not. And there's nobody out there teaching you this. And the market doesn't care. The market's going to take advantage of you. It's just how, that's just how it works. It's your money. You have to be responsible. And that's why I created this video. Because once I realized this was happening, there's no way I could live with myself if I didn't make this video and explain it to anyone out there who wants to know more about Karatbit. So what do I mean when I say exchange Cashgold for Univals? Well, that's what you're doing. When you click deposit in Karatbit, and you go through the process that I showed you earlier, that's literally transferring your Cashgold into your Unival account. Okay? So to compare prices, you must know how to convert your Cashgold, the current Cashgold price, from euro to US dollars. And I'll walk you through that, right? So that's the first step. Then, given the current prices in this example, right, you have to figure out, you have to compare the current price, the current value of your Cashgold to the current value of the Univals. Now, there are other pieces to this puzzle, but I'm just talking about US dollar, the cash value in US dollars, Cashgold, Unival. Because if you make this transfer to Karatbit, you must understand right out of the gate, you're in the hole 64% in this example. So for every dollar you're transferring, you literally only have 36 cents, 35 cents left to spend and trade with. 64 cents of that is gone just because of the difference in price. Okay, while there are other ways to acquire the Unival, such methods are beyond the scope of this video, right? Because, yeah, and I will cover more. I will definitely create more videos to cover those kind of things, because the Karatbit exchange is definitely has a lot of possibilities, but that along with the many other exchanges as well, right? So you can work between exchanges, and it's called arbitrage, and absolutely do so to your advantage. But that's way beyond the scope of this video. So it's equally important when acquiring Univals through other methods. So in other words, if you're interested in simply purchasing Univals, and you have your Cashgold, if your Cashgold is considerably more valuable than your Univals, that's probably not your best way to do that. One of the most common ways to do that is through the other cryptocurrencies in the exchange. So again, that's beyond the scope of this discussion. So, but even then, you have to understand the value of all the assets that you're trading. Otherwise, you could be setting yourself up for potentially another loss. And that's not what you want, right? Just moving money around. You don't want to lose money just moving money around. And when you understand the value of all the assets, then you're able to make better decisions in your trading as well. And there are definitely things I want to cover about Karatbits, about the Karatbit exchange, that are very confusing if you do not understand them. But again, a different video. So, do you want to know more about Unival, about Cashgold? Do you want to know how you can profit by trading Cashgold and Univals? All you have to do is text the word Unival to 405-293-8388. Again, all you have to do is text the word Unival to 405-293-8388. And if you're out of country, out of the United States, just remember to put the country code in front, which is the +1. And Unival is U-N-I-V as in Victor, A-L. Okay? And that's it. You know what to do. If you want to know more, just text me. And remember, I definitely will be posting more videos about trading within Karatbit. But right now, this one right here is so important. And thank you for joining me. Again, this is James Possible. You know what to do. Text the word Unival to 405-293-8388, and I will see you on the other side.